This is a quick tutorial on how to submit a exam question for the Marian University RAP course in the spring 2017, so Reproduction, Aging, and Psychiatry. So you will choose what lecture you're submitting the question for. So there's the RAP number, which won't change, the lecture title followed by your name. So I'll pick a random one here. And then you type in what your question is. A good tutorial. Now normally that will be patient presents with a clinical vignette. Then you are required to, everything with a star is required, so you're required to enter at least 4 answers, but ideally it's 5. So A through D is required, and really you should have 5 answers. Okay. Then optional are F, G, H, I, J. We allow up to 8 in case there's combination of answers, but aim for 5. What is the correct answer? Obviously A in this case. Should the question be randomized? Normally it would be yes, unless you want to list them alphabetically for easier reading. What is an explanation of the answer? So these will also be quiz questions, some of them, and so the students will see this. And the explanation should say why the correct answer is right and maybe why the wrong answers are wrong. Then there's some required tagging, because for exam questions our students don't get back the question to secure our test bank, so they won't know what they got wrong unless we tag it correctly. So you choose your name as a submitter. They already know what lecture it's from. What level of knowledge is this according to Bloom's? So 1, 2 is like rote memorization, 3, 4 application is in the middle, and 5, 6 synthesis is the hardest. That's kind of involving knowledge from multiple places. What is the biological system that the question is about? What is the discipline? So you're required to do one discipline and 1 objective. So the objective will be the most unique thing that tells them what the question was that they got wrong. And so you have to have your objectives listed here. We're going to get that ahead of the lecture, ahead of the course. If you don't see your objective here, you have to tell us and we'll add it to the list. But that should all be done well ahead of your lecture, and hopefully we're aiming for the beginning of the course to have all the objectives. Then there's a bunch of optional fields. You can have a 2nd and 3rd discipline. You can have a 2nd and 3rd objective tied to a question. You can enter notes to the course coordinator, myself. You could say there is a picture named pic123.jpg for this question that I will email. Or you might say something like, I rewrote a question from an hour ago, and we get timestamps of when you submit it so I can know that it is a duplicate question. You can also choose if you want to tell us it should be on an exam or quiz. Those are all optional, and then you hit submit. And that is it.